What's up, my upper echelonians? We back here with another banger in here. First, I want y'all to hit that subscribe button, that like, and that share button. Thank you for the subscriptions. I ain't gonna let you down. But hey, my man Kell said, man, Earl was the hardest I've been hit. He said, who hit harder, Earl or Terrence? He said, definitely Earl. This is a fair use video. It's used for education and entertainment purposes only. You get Jaws out there. Now you think it's safe. No, Jaws ain't the epitome of greatness. There's something out there much bigger. Yes, you got it. And here comes Superbud. Come through and snatch it up. All is well in the world, right? Or wrong. You forget the Megalodon. Bud might have caught Jaws in the ichthys for, but he ain't ready for the Megalodon. And that's the big Spence, the Megalodon. Matter of fact, he ain't even a Megalodon. Earl Spence is the biggest. How can you measure what ain't been measured before? Captain Ahab reaching out fishing. You gonna catch something that you ain't mean to catch right there, cause you can't catch the uncatchable, the Leviathan, Earl, the true Spence, strap season, man down, smoke it on Bud tour. Earl, they say you just a basic come forward flat-footed fighter. They said Crawford's gonna beat you. Now that you done beat Crawford and destroyed him, what the haters gotta say now, Earl?
You can do it, George. And you be the real champion.
What's the stretcher? Somebody sent for us in.
What started out as a joke has turned out to be a disaster.
Creed appears to be in very serious condition.
The men alive.
Crawford's in a serious condition. You heard him worse than Kell and Ugas combined.
If he dies, he dies.
Would you care to comment on how you plan to fight this?
Crawford.
What's your strategy?
Don't need any.
Terrence Crawford.
Well, he's stupid. The man comes straight ahead. He's tailor-made for me. And he's gonna get hurt.
What's your prediction for the fight?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
Spence is a natural southpaw, you know. He'll still be very interested. Everyone is still tuning in, but I think just with the way he dealt with Porter, I think you have to start leaning towards Crawford just because of Spence's car crashes. He had a problem with retina in his eyes. I think you have to start leaning towards Crawford when you're in that fight.
Right, and who's got the best? Who's the biggest puncher out of Spence and Crawford? Being there with
I'd say Spence.
Spence.
Yeah. I'd say Spence.
Kell, you've had this decision here to come back to the Ingle gym and go with Dominic Ingle for this fight. Can you talk to us a bit about that?
You know, I've always been down at Ingles. The only reason why, you know.
See, Kell said he might lean toward Crawford because of Spence's car accident and the eye surgery. Spence doesn't have no lasting effects from that, so you ain't got to worry about that, Kell. Hey, Kell, who hits the harder? Spence. Yeah, Spence. Did you see the look of reverence he said when he said that? That man sat back and thought about them shots that he sat there and took. That man thought about the power. He thought about the jab, the hook, the uppercut, the body shot, the eye fracture, him going down to one knee, him being the symbol of man down. Like Kell laying down, pushing his eye back in the socket is the symbol of man down. Like this man has been immortalized forever as a trademark. But yes, Kell he was a great fighter. He was ducked. Keith Thurman didn't want no piece of Kell. He had just beat Sean Porter. He went up there and lost the fight to Triple G. A fight that he was winning, but Triple G hit him with that corkscrew shot and fractured his orbital bone. They put a titanium plate in there, fixed him up good as new, and 9 months later, he's back to fight Earl the Truth. And Earl, in a grueling fight, overcame his limitations. See, Kell was the favorite, he was the champ. Earl had to take 75-25, and he had to fight that man in his own backyard. And by the 6th round, Sean Porter had the fight scored 4-2 in favor of Kell Brook. But like I tell people, it takes about 6 rounds for Earl to get that lather and get loose. And Earl started to get loose. And when he started to get loose, here comes the juice. And then he started increasing his jab tempo, increasing the body work, pressing down the gas on Kell Brook. And Kell Brook was a big, strong welterweight, but he started succumbing to the shots of Earl Spence. Then it was like a snowball rolling down a hill. It just got bigger and badder and worse. And then Earl started to batter the man. Then he started to beat the man. That's just like if you get a tough piece of steak and you get a mallet. You hit on it for a little bit. It still look tough, but after a while it tenderizes. And that'd be the most tender piece of meat you had if you beat it long enough. It turns it into like putty. It turns it into like a gooey substance. Like it's soft. Like you could beat a steak to make it look like hamburger because you done beat it so much. And that's what Earl's bludgeoning shots do. He's beating you up. Like our body is meat. And Earl is punching the ribs, tissues, the shoulders, the hips. He's literally tenderizing this man. Like this man is like he's getting prepared. Like he's being prepared for a meal. And the big fish is ready to eat. So the big fish sits there and does the pre-work first. He sits there and preps him. They call it kitchen prep. So he was prepping Kell Brook for the stove. And the stove was what he got when he got that eye socket and went down to one knee. See, Earl tenderized him, then hit him in the body. When you hit him in the body after you tenderize him, the hands drop. And that leaves the face wide open. And then what we got? Man down, put his ass in the dirt. And that's what Earl Spence did, put his ass in the dirt. They said Kell Brook eye was coming out. He was trying to push his eye back in to make sure it didn't fall out. And that has to be a fucked up feeling. Like, you got one eye socket broke, you get a piece of titanium, then you get the next one broke. Damn, boy. And after that, Kell Brook ain't fight for a while. Then he spent 3 years at 154, and then in 4 weeks, came down and fought Terrence Crawford. Dominic Ingles wouldn't even train him because he said 4 weeks ain't enough time for him to shrink down to fight Crawford. But in the recent interview, Kell Brook even said he wasn't in shape versus Crawford. He said he didn't have enough time to get in shape. But Crawford credited that to another great win, just like he credits the Sean Porter win. And he was 1 foot in, 1 foot out, podcasting Porter. But that's here at another episode. This your boy Up Islam, and y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button because ain't nobody bringing y'all these bangers like this so often. And I'm keeping my foot on their neck. That's what I'm talking about. Smoking on bud to a man down, the biggest, the truth. Free Smoke Jr. Put him in the dirt. Earl Spence, man down. We out.